Ωραία. Μισό λεπτάκι. Τώρα θα το ανοίξω το game. Βλέπω ότι ακούγεται. Πιστεύω ότι καλά θα πάμε. Ωραία πράγμα και κακό. Πάμε πρώτα στην Κολομβίνα. Θα τα δούμε όλα. Ω! Φέρτο. Φέρτο. Θα τα δούμε και αυτό. Θα δούμε και τούτο για τα 60 πριν μόνο και μόνο. Καλά, το λοκάρανε. Ωραία, μας λέει να κάνουμε complete. Καλά, θα τα δούμε όλα σιγά σιγά. Εδώ τι μπήκε. Α, ναι, επειδή σου λέξει εβδομάδα. Το update. Μπήκε νέο μπουκαλάκι. Α, ναι, μπήκαν και καινούρια δομή. Training guide. Α, μπορείς τώρα να το βρεις πιο γρήγορα. Ναι, ναι. Ναι. Α, κάτσε να στο δώσω. Ωραίο αυτό με το screen. Όταν μπαίνεις βλέπεις το τι γίνεται, το ποιοι παίκτες είναι αυτό. Καλό αυτό, μου αρέσει. Για να ξέρεις τι σου λείπει. Α, σου δείχνει κιόλας τα training guide. Αν έχουμε και τα wishing. Chronicle wish. Καλά, δεν θα κάνω wish, αλλά οκ. Έτσι κι αλλιώς. Battle Pass level 5 κατευθείαν. Travelers τέτοιο, οκ. Τι άλλο μπήκε, νέο boss που θα το δω. 600 πρίμο. Achievement. Οκ. Τι άλλο μπήκε. Βάλαν ρούχο. Free. Νέα στάδια για εμπειρία. Versions. Shop. Όντως είμαστε για τα πανηγύρια. Events. Πότε θα μπουνε. Quest overview. Story quest. Accept.
Huh? Where'd this letter in our bag come from? Could it just blow in on the breeze?
Πάω πρώτα στην Κολομβίνα να τελειώνω τα moon. Να τελειώνω ένα τα πράγματα. Να τη ζωγραφίζει.
Here. Hey, it's a drawing. Wow, if it isn't Mallouse, our great painter. Long time no see. I just took Paimon's so still. That's Paimon. Yes, she's told me. That's why. Now that's an artist for you. I'm not, that is. Until I brought her close to your ship. But after bringing her closer... Huh? Oh! She's flying around you, Columbina! I suspect that her real... Howie... Yes. We sat just think... Yes, so she seemed... Ah! So, you didn't take Paimon up there back then, so... This time... Malos and I believe. Don't worry. Malos just wants to see such objects and soil from. Oh!
Το flower από το Orc Conquest.
She seems pretty pleased too. Whoa! You know, now that Paimon thinks about it, Malhouse's painting's pretty much covered. Yep. Oh, done already? Quick as ever, huh? Let Paimon see. Oh!
Ωραίο! Όταν ήμασταν πάνω στο space.
Now I can understand why Malhouse says that I have changed. Why is that? When I see this painting, I remember that as I sat on the moon, watching Tevat, I thought about how I'd always been looking for a home of my own. But now, I suddenly have two homes. Both of them places of such beauty. It was then that I realized that perhaps home is wherever the things and people you cherish are. Thank you. I think that after this, I'd like to take the Kuhenki to the moon more often. You're welcome to come visit my other home as well.
Οκ. Νέο τραγούδι. Στα πόσα φαίνεται, στα πόσα είναι. Θέλω άλλα 3 φεγγάρια. Δηλαδή άλλες 3 τετάρτες. Λοιπόν, θα πάω να φτιάξω τώρα το τέτοιο, τα resin μου, για να πάμε και domain πιο μετά. Τέλεια. Εδώ during και ο Albedo τι κάνουν. Thank you to completed the commissions. Here's your reward.
Add Astra.
Λοιπόν, πάμε να δούμε τα νέα έκο. Επειδή σε έχω τον Αγιάτο, θα προσπαθήσω να τον κάνω τέτοιο. Καλύτερο. Και το flower πρέπει να αλλάξω λίγο. Πάμε και ό,τι γίνει. Σύντομα θα πάρω και τη γέλα. Monster list. Α, το περίμενα ότι θα ήταν η ζώνη. Α, απλά πρέπει να το σκοτώσω. Ναι, κάτι πρέπει να κάνω. Ναι, κάτι πρέπει να κάνω συγκεκριμένο. Γιατί σίγουρα εκεί έτσι δεν λειτουργεί. Μήπως πρέπει να αγοράσουμε με Pyra τούτο. Για βάρα τούτο με Pyra. Όχι, δεν κάνει τίποτα. Κάτσε ρε μπρο. Περίμενε. Charge attack δεν πατάω έτσι κι αλλιώς. Περίμενε. Ούτως. Άστο, αυτό μου δίνει περισσότερη ουλτή. Πάρε εσύ τούτο. Πάρε και τούτο. Όχι, βασικά κρατά τούτο. Πάρε το αρτεφάκτο πίσω και άλλαξε τούτο με τούτο. Όχι, δεν λειτουργεί έτσι. Πάρε εσύ τούτο και πάρε τούτο. 2 τέτοια και 2 τέτοια. Πόσο πήρα? 186. Κάτι είναι και αυτό. Θα βάλω τούτο και πάμε να δοκιμάσουμε την τύχη μας. Μήπως πρέπει να κυνηγήσω λίγο πρώτα τα μικρά. Ναι, αυτό πρέπει να κάνω. Άρε σκέρ, πάλι καλά που πήρα το όπλο σου. Κατά λάθος. Τέλεια. Ωραία, πάμε για... What's your emergency? Γρήγορα, το πάω. Όχι, για λίγο. Για λίγο. Κοίτα, το όπλο είναι χρήσιμο. Το όπλο είναι χρήσιμο. Αγιάτο. Αν βάλω βασικά. Γύρισε το πίσω. Βάλω τούτο. Ωραία. Και αλλάξω τούτο με τούτο. Βάλω λίγο παραπάνω crit damage. Τώρα πώς θα πάω? Λοιπόν, θα βάλω τούτο. Τώρα πώς θα πάω? 198 και δίνει και crit rate. Το τέτοιο, το artifact και συν hydra νομίζω το έχω. Δίνει και άλλο attack της Kerk το όπλο κάθε φορά, οπότε νομίζω το έχω. Πάμε κατευθείαν στο μικρά.
That's far enough. The depths beckon. Be still. Cascade.
Πάμε.
Mind the deluge.
Γρήγορα τα πάω. Γρήγορα τέτοιο. Όχι, ψόφισα. Έλα, το πήγαινα πολύ πιο καλύτερα. Θες λίγο να δώσω μωρά. Τους πάρω λίγο αρτάκ, λίγο παραπάνω. Μισό. Να κάνω teleport. Να πάρω λίγα μωρά.
This realm is...
Θέλω λίγα. Τόσο κάπου.
If you ever...
Τώρα εγώ κοιτάω την ε. Λίγο. Α, να, μου το βγάζει και για συντομία. Τέλεια. Και πάμε τώρα πίσω εκεί. Α, ναι. Πρέπει να κάνω αλλού teleport. Start. Νομίζω τώρα το έχω.
Now it's your turn. Mind the deluge. That's far enough. Be still. Cascade.
Pam 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 pam.
Suyu. Be still. Mind the deluge. Cascade. One of us has to go.
Νομίζω πρέπει να μην έχω buff. Ή τουλάχιστον μόνο buff το attack τα 100. Για να αλλάξω τούτο με τούτο που είχα πριν. Πόσο πάω τώρα, το ίδιο. Λίγο παραπάνω κρύβω. Κοίτα, θα αλλάξω τούτο με τούτο. Για να πάρω attack. Θα αλλάξω τούτο με τούτο. Κανένα που να... Κοίτα, θα πάρω το εδώ που έχει και ένα recharge πίσω. Τώρα πόσο φτάσαμε? Δύο 22. Αυτά είναι. Νομίζω μαζί με αυτό που το πλουτώνει λίγο παραπάνω η ulti είμαστε πένα. Νομίζω με τη Σκέρκ πήγαινε καλύτερα. Ναι, με τη Σκέρκ πήγαινε καλύτερα το απλό. Λογικά τώρα θα το βγάλω. Ναι, τώρα καλύτερα.
Mind the deluge. Mind the deluge. I'm ready. I'm feeling
Όχι, πολύ κοντά. Πάρα πολύ κοντά. πάρα πολύ κοντά. Συστή. Sorry, αλλά... Φυσικά να κρατήσω το energy. Έτσι κι αλλιώς και τα δύο παρόμοια stature. Ας πω αυτό. Νομίζω τώρα που έχω τόσο πολύ crit damage θα κάνουμε μια... Καλά, one shot τους έβγαλε. Απλά πρέπει να το κάνω retry και την ulti να τη ρίξω σε αυτούς. Ξανά. Ξανά, δεν πήγα στο σωστό σημείο.
Be still. That's far enough.
Έλα.
The depths beckon. Cascade. Be still. Kamisato Arm. Suiyu. Time to get serious. Cascade. Be still. But the plan was...
Έλα ρε φίλε. Πριν το πήγα πολύ πιο καλύτερα. Έχω καθόλου artifacts, μήπως και κάνω κανένα να δώσω, μήπως και μου δώσει τώρα κατά τύχη κανένα καλό λίγο, κανένα φετέρι αυτόν. Αν πετάξει η φέδερα είμαι κολόφαρδος, αυτό λέω μόνο. Πόσα τέτοια έχω? Ένα. Ας κάνω ένα. Μακάρι να μου φέδερ. Κάνω select. Τι είναι τούτο? Ωραία, λοιπόν, θα πάω το main του και θα μου το πετάξω και τώρα, ρε φίλοι, τι να πω. Τι είναι όμως τώρα το main, το έχω ξεχάσει. Τούτο δεν είναι. Τούτο δεν είναι. Να είναι στην εναζούμε. Ναι, τούτο εδώ είναι. Ναι, καλά θυμάμαι. Το καλύτερο artifact είναι αυτό που το έχω ήδη. Πάλι, το έχω και με μόνο pyro.
Witness the power.
Μπαμπαμ πράγματα.
Your fate. Let me time to go.
Μπορώ να μίξα κάποια τα. Θα δω. Αλλά από ό,τι είδα δεν με πέταξε τέτοια, Φέδερ που θέλω. Ωραία, θα δώσω σε δεν με λόκαρε. Μήπως και. Αλλιώς θα βάλω άλλο. Και θα αλλάξω το Φέδερ. Α, μόνο αυτό δηλαδή. Καλύτερο από ό,τι είχα. Βλακεία. Πέτα ένα Φέδερ που θέλω. Τέλος πάντων θα αλλάξω.
Silly chirp.
Λοιπόν, artifacts. Θα αλλάξω το feather να στο εδώ. Ή τούτο. Όχι τούτο. Και αναγκαστικά θα βάλω τούτο. Τώρα πόσο έχω πάει, 191, 234. Λέει και τι τούτο είναι. Α, movement speed, ναι ρε. Φέρε τούτο, να βαράει πιο γρήγορα.
Mind the deluge. Be still. Kamisato Ari. Suiyu. Cascade.
This isn't over. This will end you.
Be still. Mind the deluge. Cascade. The depths beckon. Be still. Cascade. Kamisato Ari. Suiyu. Such.
Όχι! 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 Ήμουν πολύ low! Ήμουν πολύ low! Ξανά!
Cascade.
Now it's your turn.
Δεν πήρε και τον τρίτο ρε φίλε. Αν δεν πάρει τον τρίτο, το φελάρει όλο. Τώρα... Γιατί ρε μου παίρνει και τον τρίτο. Τώρα μια χαρά είμαστε.
That's far.
Ρε φίλε.
The depths beckon.
Νομίζω θα βάλω το σκέρετ. Δεν γίνεται αυτό ρε. Παρόλο που βαράω πιο γρήγορα, το damage που είναι για τα σκουπίδια. Sorry.
Be still. Kamisato up. Suiyu, cascade.
Τώρα καλύτερα.
Cascade. Mind the deluge. Be still. All right, time to get serious. Kamisato up. Suiyu. The plan was watertight.
Ρε φίλε, τώρα πώς με πήραν και οι δύο ταυτόχρονα.
Now it's your turn.
Τουλάχιστον έναν shield δεν βρήκα να με βάλουν. Κάτι που να με βοηθάει παραπάνω.
Now it's your turn.
Mind the deluge. Be still. Cascade.
Έλα.
Be still. Kamisato up. Suiyu. Cascade. Mind the deluge. Be still. Kamisato up. Suiyu. Be still.
Έλα, έλα. Ούλου. Έλα ρε φίλε, για έναν. Για έναν. Για έναν.
Mind the deluge.
Όλο δικό σου φίλε, όλο δικό σου.
Be still. Kamisato up. Suiyu. Be still. This is getting interesting. The depth back. Cascade.
Και τώρα ρε πέθανα. Κοίτα, το ιδανικό θα ήταν αυτό. Λες να το δοκιμάσω και αυτό. Να μου δυναμώνει το down, αυτό είναι ο άλλος είναι effective με pyro. Θα δοκιμάσω. Αλλιώς θα βάλω τη ζεμπάρ να μου δίνει περισσότερο και damage. Δεν έκανα καλό run. Τελευταίο για να πάω να ξεκινήσω κι εγώ να δούμε του βάρκα τα πράγματα που μπήκα. Και θα το κάνω μόνος μου.
Mind the deluge. Be still.
Τελευταίο και θα πάω να το κάνω μετά μόνος μου. Άλφα.
Kamisato up. Suiyu. Cascade.
Καλά. Τίποτα. Καλά με τίποτα. Θα το δοκιμάσω μόνος μου. Θα το δοκιμάσω μόνος μου που θα έχω και πολύ χρόνο. Δεν θα μου πιέσει τίποτα. Ωραία. Έρχομαι.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo. Toodaloo. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo.
Please be quiet within the premises and refrain from making a racket.
Gusha biat? Toodaloo. Gusha biat? When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight. Gusha biat? Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo.
Θα έχουμε ένα μικρό break. Μόλις φάω, θα συνεχίσουμε το break. Να δούμε το ιστορικό του βάρου.
2 clients, 3 clients. Toodaloo. When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight. Toodaloo. Wanna come over for tea? Gusha biat? Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo.
Please be quiet within the premises and refrain from making a racket.
Gusha biat? Toodaloo. churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight. Huh? Toodaloo. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo! Huh? Toodaloo.
We're back.
Huh? Go! Phew.
Τέλεια. Αν έχουμε και αυτά, το trial. Πού το? Εδώ, να το. Πού το καινούριο? Να το, not cry. Πάμε στο χάρτη, γιατί δεν το έχω ξαναπαίξει. Κάνω τα δυνατά μου. Γεια. Τέλεια. Αυτό ήθελα να παίξω πάντα. Το γάμισα. Ου, 91,1. Αργό τραγούδι τα πήγα καλύτερα. Πόσο θέλω ακόμα για το 60 πρίμο? Ου, της Ιταλии. Θέλω ακόμα. Θέλω 8 και έχω κάνει 2. Αυτό δεν θέλω κάνω. Να κάνω τη σλάμα. Καλό τσικώνει τη σλάμα. Με γροσούζεψα. Γενικά προσπαθώ όσο καλύτερα να παίξω. Παλιά έπαιζα σούνο και έχω συνηθίσει το σούνο που είναι ένα χτί. Καλά μου έπαιζα hardcore, αλλά έπαιζα κάποια κομματάκια. Α, καλό φυσικό. Άρα έχω κάνει 3 από τα 8. Πάμε... όχι πλήν στην περιοχή. Πάμε τη Σλάμα την περιοχή. Καλά, στο όργανο φαίνεται ότι δεν τα πάω καλά. Τη μουσική την ξέρω. Στο όργανο δεν τα πάω καλά.
gonna sing it one more.
Lay
have high hopes for this journey.
Too slow.
Ελπίζω να πάρω τα primo.
Silly. Hilly churl, silly Billy Hilly churl.
Oh, it's from the tone deaf bard.
Wind rises.
welcome back, old friend. And how should I be addressing you these days? The honorary knight of Mondstadt? The Tumaini of Natlan? Or the great hero of Notcry?
Well, you sure have your finger on the pulse. We've barely caught our breath since Notcry, but it sounds like you've already heard about what went down.
News travels fast on the wind. But before I can turn your tales into tunes, I need to hear them from the horse's mouth. My wine and my lyre are at the ready. So please, traveler, take a seat and tell me your tale. Amazing! Incredible! The Rahier of Solnari and the Doctor? Truly a tale for the ages! So, I'm guessing the Wild Hunt is a thing of the past now that you've defeated the Rahier of Solnari?
Seems that way. We were kind of focused on dealing with the Doctor, though.
Well, that's good to hear. Hey, now that the Northern Abyss calamity is finally resolved, Varka must be getting ready for the triumphant return of his expedition, right? I haven't seen him in the longest time. He must have so many stories to share.
Ρε και πού να ξέρεις.
I was wondering about that, too. He did call you Barbados. But weren't you still fast asleep back when he was in Mondstadt?
Let's call it half asleep. I was resting my eyes in the Thousand Winds Temple one day when I heard a commotion outside. It was a young knight who had journeyed there in search of trials and oracles after hearing some tall tales at the local tavern. In fact, all that awaited him were moss-covered walls and an angry ruin guard. But he seemed completely unfazed, laughing heartily as he sent the ruin guard's missiles flying off into the horizons.
Huh. They must have been making quite a racket if it was enough to wake up the tone-deaf bard.
Yeah, it sounded kinda like...
Boom, boom, boom.
Hey! Is that all you've got? Oh, bring it on!
Τρελάθηκε
like
αυτός.
that.
Πάει.
Giving up already? Hey, you're not half as tough as Varka said.
A young knight of Favonius trekking out to the Thousand Winds Temple in search of adventure. Now there's a sight I haven't seen in a while.
The bard in green clothes. Does this mean... Oh, you're Venti? I was just wondering how I was gonna track you down.
Oh, so you were looking for the tone-deaf bard? Strange place to start your search.
Hold on. Blonde hair, white hair. You must be the honorary knight, and Paimon.
The Grandmaster talks about all the time.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lowen, Vice Captain of the 5th Company of the Knights of Favonius and a member of the Expeditionary Force. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh, so you're part of the expedition, huh? Right. So that's why Paimon's never seen you around in Mondstadt. Hey, wait a second. We never saw you in Notcry either.
That's probably because when the Wild Hunt was still running rampant, I spent most of my time out on my own, making mincemeat out of monsters. I barely went back to base at all. Then, once the Wild Hunt calmed down, I got sent back to Mondstadt. Mixed blessing, if you ask me. Sounds like I missed out on some serious action.
No wonder we never saw you while we were dealing with the Doctor. So, why did Barca send you back?
Deliver some letters. There's one for the Knights of Favonius, one for the church, another for the Dawn Winery, at least 10 of them in total.
Jeez, how many people has he sent to deliver his mail now? Mika, Inepa, Lowen. He should just hire a full-time mailman already. In fact, he's earned himself a new nickname. Let's go with... Sir Writes-A-Lot.
I'll have you know that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts. So, tone deaf or not, I wear the title of Bard with pride. And I consider Sir Wrights-a-lot to be quite a compliment.
Wait, really? Darn it! Maybe Paimon should come up with some harder-hitting nicknames for these two.
Anyway, since this young man has come all the way to the Thousand Winds Temple looking for me, I assume he must have a letter for me too. Am I right?
You sure are. To use the Grand Master's own words.
This one is for the bard in green clothes. These days, I think he goes by Venti. Doesn't really have an address as such. You could start by asking around in Mondstadt, or maybe try your luck at the Thousand Winds Temple.
I figured that since there was this punching bag here, oh, sorry, Ruin Guard, I could get some practice in while I was at it. So, I came right here the second I got back to Mondstadt.
That Varker is so slapdash sometimes. It's a good thing we happen to be nearby.
Oh, he also said to remind you to write back.
Nothing in particular. Just some idle chatter between two drinking buddies. But if I'm supposed to write back this time... I'll need some time to mull over my response. Verka gave you a whole bunch of letters to deliver, right? Maybe you can head into Mondstadt and deliver the rest of them first?
My thoughts exactly. Assuming I can find the way. Hopefully the roads haven't changed too much since the pre-expedition days.
Well, why don't we have Mondstadt's honorary knight escort this homeward-bound wanderer to the city? I'm sure some of the recipients of Varka's letters will turn out to be old friends of yours, too.
Let's go! It's been a while since Paimon's done any guide work.
Thank you so much, honorary knight. And you, Miss Guide.
Έχει πολύ χιούμορ αυτός.
The
Where is-
Abyss, the Wild Hunt. Andreas, get home safe, Varka.
Why do my ears feel so hot all of a sudden? Is someone talking about me?
Ωραία.
Surely there's no way anyone found the secret stash of cash in my office. That would be terrible.
Grandmaster, bad time to get distracted. Watch out! Enemies approaching!
Huh? Oh, it's just a few stragglers. They're no real threat to us. This expedition is almost over.
Τι θα
We
μας
just
δώσει
need
να
to deal with
παίξουμε με
these
το
final few
βάρκα.
targets, and then we will make our triumphant return.
Τέλεια, θα δοκιμάσω το βάρκα.
Stormwind! Maria sweeping in!
Όπως το περίμενα. Δεν μ' αρέσει καθόλου. Τι είναι το πράγμα? Για τα σκουπίδια είναι. Κάτι έχω μάθει ότι κάτι κάνεις και βγάζει ένα περίεργο πράγμα. Talk to Knights.
Without the ratio of Solnari to direct them.
If this is all that the Wild Hunt can muster now, surely the...
Just like I thought. What we should be wary of now is...
Grandmaster, based on Lightkeeper intel and our own reconnaissance, one of the suspected targets should be just up ahead.
Good. You know the drill. Stay here and stand guard. Leave the rest to me.
Yes, Grandmaster!
We meet again, Andreas.
Τι, θα τον παλέψω? Όχι, θα τον ακολουθήσω.
So, you've returned from Mondstadt. Don't you want to see what it looks like now? I was planning to take a look around there myself. Perhaps you could be my guide.
What's this? An echo from 1,000 years ago? Everything seems normal so far. Here's hoping I'm just overthinking things. There are 2 other places to check. Maybe this will all go smoothly after all. It's your turn, my friend. Come, Andreas!
Α, πότε άλλαξε ρε παιδιά short.
Although, for returning to your old home, perhaps Andreas is a little too ostentatious. Might be better to go by...
Boreas.
Boreas.
Huh?
Injustice.
Injustice, corruption, iniquity. Πω, το design, πόσο πολύ μ' αρέσει. Πω, πόσο πολύ θα το ήθελα αυτό. Ωραία, πολύ ωραίο.
Looks like I'm not getting out of this without a fight.
Τέλεια. Δεν χορταίνω το fight.
That's where things stand with the expedition. The victors will be returning home soon, so make sure to stock up on wine for the celebrations. P.S. I hope everyone's keeping up with their daily training. I'll be testing you all when I get back to make sure no one's regressed. P.P.S. I wrote individual letters for each and every one of you. Don't forget to write back.
That's all.
Everyone gets one? Wow! Sir Writes-A-Lot is really living up to his name.
I guess the Grand Master must have something specific to say to each of us.
Even I got a letter, and I'm not a real knight yet.
Jean? Oh, yes. That's our Grand Master for you.
By the way, anyone know where I can find the cavalry captain? I have a letter for him as well.
You mean Kaya? He said he was meeting a friend from the church at the Angel Share. Allegedly for work. Said he was exchanging intel. But I'd say there's a 50...
Hi, Mom Beth. There'll be lots of familiar faces there. How about we deliver Kaya's letter? And these other two as well!
Really? Oh, that would be a great help, thank you.
Our thanks to you too, Lowen. The other knights will help distribute the remaining letters. You've had a long journey. Please go get some rest.
Great, but I won't be resting just yet. I have one last letter to deliver to Wolvendom. This one, I was planning on delivering personally. I heard that another challenger recently passed Boreas' trial. Well, with any luck, that wolf might be willing to reveal himself to me, too.
Very well, but please remember to show respect to the local wolves.
I will. Goodbye.
Quit following me. Too slow. Quit following me.
Honorary Knight, you're still here? Is it that obvious?
Huh? But Ark is coming back. The situation in Nakrai is stable. Surely things are looking up.
True. From what you and Lowen have told me, the expedition has indeed accomplished its strategic objectives. It seems that Mondstadt no longer faces any threat from the perils of the North, be they the Wild Hunt or the Doctor. And yet, for some reason, I can't help but recall something the Grandmaster said to me before he left.
If I don't make it back from this expedition, you'll have to assume the mantle of Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. If it comes to that, remember to train the next Knight of Boreas in my stead. I've planted some promising seeds in Mondstadt, but they still need time to grow. Some have yet to master the art of social interaction. Some don't yet understand that they too need protecting. And some, well, some might not even want to be a knight yet. What's wrong? Well, there's no need to frown. I'm going on an expedition, not marching to my death. This is all just a contingency plan in the event that I'm unable to return. Until I return, I leave them in your care.
The lineage of the Knights of Boreas has nearly been extinguished twice in Mondstadt's history. The first wandering knight to claim the title arrived in Mondstadt 1,000 years ago, along with his wolf companion. He was as free as the wind. He left no succession plan behind. Even his name was lost to history. The title of Boreas could have disappeared from Mondstadt just as he did, but he had an informal disciple, a knight named Ravenwood, who admired the Knight of Boreas greatly. Ravenwood's valor and swordsmanship earned him the wolf spirit's recognition. When the old aristocracy tried to regain power, Ravenwood came once more to Mondstadt's defense. From then on, the title of Knight of Boreas was passed down from generation to generation within the Knights of Favonius.
Wolf spirit? You mean that big blue wolf in Wolfenden?
Correct. As you may already know, the Wolf of the North is the surviving spirit of an ancient god, and the Knight of Boreas serves as an intermediary between him and humanity. Lupus Boreas, who had never known what it meant to love, came to understand it through the journey with his human companion. This was once a
Huh?
You don't... The Great Wolf... As such, the Grand Map I kept you experience...
No wonder...
Very possible. And as it turns out, the Yes, even if his...
Συγγνώμη, έχει εδώ πέρα βιβλίο και εγώ δεν το έχω πάρει.
That turned into a pretty long conversation, huh? We should probably go deliver those letters to the angels here now.
Too slow.
When you're mixing drinks in hot weather,
Να η Ροζάρια, να και Βακάγια.
I know there's no...
Και ο Ντιλού.
A little liveliness never killed anyone.
Please allow me. I hope you will.
From the look...
He nagged.
Huh?
Nothing. Yeah. Whatever did you say that? I wasn't, but both the I can't. If I had a...
When you join...
You think so?
Good question.
Are they... Oh...
Είδα κίτρινα μαλλιά και λέω να ρε παιδιά, εδώ είναι ο Βάκα, δεν ανησυχείτε.
If you hadn't had to deal...
It's no trouble. Huh?
No, there are people like Kaya and I. And then there are those who are... Not only that. Yeah. So no one's told you this before? The lineage of the Knights of Boreas had...
Oh! Wasn't Jean telling...
I happened to... Although the knight of those who... But 500... He was the perfect knight. Righteous, principled...
Yeah.
Well, apparent, but he lost the endless after that. It's hard to... But had he... So if you want my opinion, the reason...
Huh. Anyway, if so, that's a great...
Αν με βάλει να πολεμήσω με αυτόν, επειδή είναι άνεμο και εγώ έχω γόντερ, με έβαλε συντομή. Τέλεια. Είναι λες και το ξέρα.
What's going on here? The wild hunt! What are they doing here? Watch out!
Θα με αφήσει να αλλάξω τουλάχιστον παίχτη. Ωραία, περίμενε. Να αλλάξω παίχτη. Wait, να αλλάξω παίχτη. Γιατί εδώ δεν θα το βγάλω πέρα με τον New με τον... Θα βάλω Luna Reaction και συγκεκριμένα τη Ζιμπάει. Την έχω ψευτοφτιάξει.
The wild hunt! What are they doing here? Watch out!
Come to the them. Σας έχω τώρα easy peasy lemon squeezy. Πάμε. Μπαμ. Πάρτε μια ulti. Μπαμ.
Are you alright?
Stay alert.
Oh no! What now? There better not be more wild hunt
Έλα, εγώ το έχω easy ρε.
You scared Paimon stiff! She thought you were...
Stop right there! Answer me this. The 2 letters I gave you, who are they for?
2 letters? Wasn't it 3?
Okay. Well, Paimon's coolest naive expression doesn't appear to be an act.
Hey! What are you trying to say? Wait. What are you trying to say, huh? Huh? Paimon passed a test? Really? Huh? She didn't even realize she was taking one!
You may dispense with your suspicions.
The wolf
pack has
born
borne witness. They fought against the aberrations
Ωραία, από αυτή τη φωνή να τριχιάζω.
And our attackers showed no ability to disguise themselves this time. A familiar scent.
Come.
I will await you at the usual grounds.
Well, if the boss of Wolvendom has vouched for you, I guess I should apologize for doubting you just now. Sure was. Fortunately, my experience in Nodcry didn't go to waste. Turns out the Wild Hunt all feel the same when you stab them. They didn't stand a chance. Something seems wrong with that old wolf, though. Go on. You should check on him.
Κάτι περίμενα. Ότι θα κάτι γίνει με τον λίγο και θα χρειαστώ να μην άχρηστο το άνεμο. Traveler, you come back. I feel something.
Lupus Boreas, not injured. Why so weak? Am I not strong enough?
You're not to blame.
With your
Iron Claw, you successfully blocked their attacks.
However, their
assaults
souls
went beyond the mere physical world. They followed my trail from the distant north across the ley lines. They sought to corrupt the territory I protect. But I shall not let them succeed without a fight. We meet again, human Lupical.
Lupical.
So, are you saying that the wild hunt we just got attacked by came all the way from Nodcry to Mondstadt? How is that even possible?
Συμφωνώ με την Μπαίνουμε.
I stand before you as an incomplete being. I am but one remnant of the god Andreas' soul. The source of this turmoil. I can sense it. It'll...
Huh? Now Paimon's even more confused. How can you be in two places at once?
For many gods, housing a part of their soul within an object is no difficult feat. But those who can perform such delicate partitions as this are rare, even among the gods.
Ήρθε και η Άρκον.
The Wolf King, Andrius, was particularly adept in this art. Otherwise, no remnants of his soul would have survived till the present day.
Huh? The bard's back?
Toadif Bard? What are you doing here?
Maybe the god of Animo guided me here. For it appears that someone is in need of a tale from the distant past. And our wolf friend doesn't seem too keen on recounting it himself. Who better than a bard to do the honors? Lord Boreas, do I have your blessing to share this story?
As you wish.
As you wish.
Lupus Boreas wandered the frozen tundra and stumbled into the Sealy Hall. Enchanted by their song, tender as the dawn's starlight, and curious about the ways of humankind, the wolf bade farewell to his home and set off for the city to the south. As the high tower crumbled and the fierce winds fell silent, Lupus Boreas, who once had hunted with the storm winds himself, looked within and inquired, was the shelter he provided for humanity really any different from that given by the reclusive king in his tower? The wolf entrusted those under his protection to a new god and quietly returned to the frozen north. There, in a palace long since abandoned by its former master, the great wolf closed his eyes and slept. 500 bitter winters passed, then 500 equally frigid springs. He slumbered undisturbed until a night stumbled in from the cold, just as Lupus Boreas had once done at the Sealy Hall, and awoke him at long last. The night asked the wolf to join him on a journey south, to see once more the land that had all but faded from his memory. The gentle wolf, unwilling to refuse the human's earnest plea, split his soul into two halves and left his home once more. Seeing how the ice and snow had given way to verdant plains, hearing the laughter and song that now filled the once somber city, the aging Lupus Boreas turned to his friend, the god of Animo, and remarked, "So, this is the world the humans dreamed of." Though the night's journey was not yet over, the wolf chose to bid farewell to his companion here. He had written the end to his story. What knowledge he had been gifted flowed into the land. Everything he was, he gave unto the world. Well, that's how a bard would tell the tale. Lord Boreas, is there anything you'd like to add?
There is no need for you to ask that question.
So that's what happened. You returned to Mondstadt with that night 1,000 years ago, and then, for the sake of the new Mondstadt, you...
You need not feel remorse on my account. That was my answer, my decision. If anyone should feel regret, it is the part of me who remained and not cry. I fear Andrew that...
But we follow...
And there's more. It was the ancient...
If you want to get to the bottom of this, I'm afraid... if even...
Varka.
I believe...
Alright. Wish it could be me, but I'll...
Razor, give me... Golden-haired traveler, give this token to the current knight of Boreas. It is
the dominate,
but human not to prevent. Although true, the great.
Just give me the.
Θα μιλήσουμε στο event.
Any questions before you set off?
I'm good, let's go.
Over to you, Dvalin.
Τέλεια, θα πάμε πάνω στον δράκο. Πες μου ότι θα μας δείξει και cutscene που θα πηγαίνουμε.
The Knight of Boreas awaits below.
Ναι, θα δείξει cutscene
We
που
must
πηγαίνουμε.
part ways here. Barbatos and I have other plans. We will meet you again later.
All right. Hey, wait. How are we getting down?
Α, τόσο καλά. Ούτε λεξίπτωτο δεν άνοιξα. Άψω πίσω αυτή το παιχνίδι.
Grandmaster! It's...
Άψω πίσω αυτή το παιχνίδι. Ουί!
Reinforcements! It's about time!
Τι! Ήρθαμε κι εμείς. Let's cut the case.
In there. Most of their grunts are taken care of now. They're fight or flight. What will it be, mightiest knight of Boreas?
As expected, this hastily summoned wild hunt horde is nothing but a disorganized rabble. A mere shadow of the forces gathered by the Rahir of Solmar. But they have served their purpose. I now understand your tactics, and you, in turn, understand mine. Farewell, heir to the knighthood of Boreas. Whether you choose to resist me or not, I shall set right the injustices of this world.
Guess they're retreating for now.
So that Wolf of the North look-alike, that was Andreas? But why would he be leading the wild hunt? And why was he talking about the Bloodstained Knight? Forget that. We can save the details for later. He was the enemy boss, right? Are we just gonna let him get away?
There's no point chasing after him. We've crossed blades already, and it ended in a stalemate. Right now, there's nothing we could do about him.
Sorry.
True. We're still not certain of his true identity, but whether he's a god corrupted by the abyss or a legendary knight, killing him might be just about possible, especially now that you're here. The difficult part is, we can't kill him right now.
Huh? What do you mean? Is he immortal or something?
No. Judging from our skirmishes so far, I don't think he's got any special abilities of that caliber. Nor does he have the ridiculous level of power wielded by the Five Sinners. But, compared to Rerir, our current foe clearly has a better understanding of how to exploit Nodcry to his advantage. Particularly when it comes to Andreas' remnant soul. Exactly. I managed. We still have.
Sorry, έλειπα.
The meeting's probably gonna be in the biggest tent, right? Looks like a bunch of people are there already.
Η Τζαχόντα τι κάνει εδώ?
Hey, good to see you again. Oh, Boss Neff asked me to pass on a message. She went to see Lauma and Columbina at the Frost Moon Scions. Apparently, there haven't been any changes to that space the Rahir of Solnari's in.
That means the recent wild hunt attacks have nothing to do with Riri, right? Oh, that's a relief. Paimon doesn't fancy facing him again.
They're keeping a close watch on it just in case. With so many moon experts on the case, we're in pretty safe hands, huh? Oh yeah, Lauma and Columbina asked me to pass on a message too. Focus on the enemy you are facing. The moon will protect you all. Huh, you know something? These Knights of Favonius are paying me a pretty nice sum to deliver a few simple messages. Oh, Varka's a generous guy.
Ωραίο αυτό, μ' άρεσε.
Hey, Honorary Knight. Looks like pretty much everyone's here. Oh, Beto and Durin are just wrapping up their analysis. You want to wait for them here? Great. While we're waiting...
Πάμε να περάσουμε καλά με το Βάρκα.
And that's where things stand. The Wild Hunt is no longer under the rake. Intel from the Frost Moon Scions and the Curatorium of Secrets corroborates this. No disturbances have been detected in the space where Rere resides. What we are facing here is a completely new foe.
Summarizing current situation. To confirm, the present leader of the Wild Hunt is the creature resembling a wolf. Andrius, god of the North Wind.
More precisely, it's the external will that has seized control of Andrius' spirit. Name...
Whoa. Hold on. I'm completely lost. Isn't Roland some Mondstatter from like 500 years ago? How'd he suddenly get wrapped up with a god from 1,000 years in the past and the present-day Wild Hunt?
Allow us to explain that part. Are you familiar with compensation mechanisms? When an organism sustains damage, relevant tissues will undergo changes to offset the loss of function. For example, when one kidney is damaged, the other will be strengthened to compensate. Or, when a main artery is blocked, the collateral vessels become more active. Similarly, when the Wild Hunt lost their leader, the Abyss harnessed the memories that that new leader is a mirror image of Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
Right. No matter how strong the compensation is, it will never quite match the functionality of the original. The Roland replica can't possibly... So, the Abyss...
The replica, however...
I guess he must have...
Okay,
You can't kill from intelligence gathered during the... Worse still, the wrath that remains after a god's passing becomes a source of endless turmoil. Once God... This land has already been ravaged...
Query. In that land...
Great question. Glad you asked. Honorary... Come forth, Boreas!
This format might do not... A final wish before I slumber. Sing me a song. That melody you so often hummed in the taverns.
Ωραία μουσικάρα. Έλα ρε φίλε.
You must have keen powers of perception. Not that it surprises me. That was Boreas's final thoughts before merging with the ley lines. It's the reason Mondstadt remains unharmed by his god remains. In his final moments, he made a choice to give everything he was to the ley lines. All to protect Mondstadt from harm.
Sounds like Andreas spent thousands of years searching for his place in the world, too.
Yes. And now our task is to return the answer he found, the decision he made, to Andreas's heart. Only then can he break free from the corruption and control of the Abyss, and make that decision once more.
I see. I would say that planting thoughts inside the mind of a god sounds a little far-fetched, but since it was his own wish to begin with, it's...
Wait, we already have a perfect solution? Then why are we even having this meeting? Let's...
Ha ha ha. If only it were that simple. Unfortunately, this one thought alone is unlikely to be powerful enough to break through the Abyss's control and reach Andrew. We need to find a way to make the thought within this sword stronger and more resilient.
For now, Boreas needs all his remaining strength to fight against the abyssal corruption to Mondstadt's ley lines. He can't afford to send us any more of his power. However, since his form was unstable during his journey with the first Knight of Boreas, if we can collect those fragments, we can use...
So we...
You don't need to worry about that. Most of them are already inside the...
Huh? Wait, really?
I mean, it's an expedition, not a stroll in the park. Not just the wild hunt in the Abyss.
Sounds like this plan...
As a matter of fact, still, Instead, we've had to make Sure is. Just one crucial step remains. We need to... According to what Boreas told me before we left Mondstadt, his form, but of course...
Okay, so
I managed to gather one fragment before... As for the third fragment, the final snag...
With our foe being from
And since...
The clink clink crumpocket crump...
So what do they need me here for? Wait, I think maybe I...
Ah, so you'll be darting back and forth...
Reading for you.
I'll deal with the second wolf spirit fragment. Traveler, could you join me in retrieving fragment 2? Alright, time is of the essence. Let's move.
Πάμε, άιντε. Θέλω μάχη. Περιμένω πώς και πώς.
Didn't you say fragment 2 was supposed to be right here? Where the heck is it?
Seems like we've run into a slight hindrance. Can I leave this to you, Honorary Knight?
Στο πάνω μου το έχω. Έχω ξανακάνει αυτό το puzzle.
Traveler, Paimon, when this is all over, I'm gonna invite you around for a drink of...
Whoa! Stop thinking about Mondstadt's wine and get your head in the game! You can't be daydreaming about alcohol before a battle!
Huh? Well, alright, just trying to lift our spirits a little. You want to see some photos I took of me and the knights before the expedition, maybe?
Shut up! Can we please just focus on finding the wolf spirit fragment?
Έχω ξανακάνει τέτοιο puzzle. Σιγά το δύσκολο.
Is this what we're looking for? What do we do with it?
I once got Boreas to explain to me how he stores his soul inside objects. All I need to do is transfer it to my sword. Just like back at the camp, but this time, you'd best step back a bit, just in case.
Ώστε τραβάει το sword του ψυχές λίγο. Ωραίο αυτό.
So, you're saying you don't know how to love people, and you don't understand human love either.
Μ' αρέσει που γελάει.
Why do you laugh?
Sorry, I just think the fact you're ruminating on this is all the proof you need that you have love in your heart. I have a funny feeling that by the time this journey ends, you'll have found your own answer to the question of how to love.
No, you're wrong. There is no redemption at the end of this path. Even if I am stained black with blood, my conscience will remain as white as snow. If pledging allegiance to the Abyss is the only way to sever the injustice of fate, then I shall serve in its name.
Oh, sure enough. This place has been corrupted by Roland's will. Whew. I'm fine. I was prepared for this. It wasn't enough to pose a serious threat. We got here just in time. The fragment hasn't been fully corrupted yet. Assuming we can undo the damage, it should still be usable. Purifying the abyssal corruption would definitely be a safe approach. But that's not the only reason I wanted you to come. Could you try reversing the corruption? Not purifying it, exactly, but separating out the Roland part from the wolf spirit.
So, keep the Roland part intact as well as the wolf spirit part? Why would you want to do that?
Firstly, to test whether it's possible. And secondly, to view Roland's memories. As they say, know thyself, know thy enemy. Understanding our foe is our surest path to defeating him. Let me think. How was it explained to me? Ah, yes. Focus on a single thought within the 1,000 winds. Capture that unique wisp before it blows away. Ha 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 ha! Actually, neither do I.
Huh. Sounds like something a certain tone-deaf bard would come up with when he can't think of anything meaningful to say. Wait, don't tell Paimon that's what actually happened.
I thought it might mean something to you. Never mind. I'll explain it in more human terms. Traveler, when you were in Natland, you went fishing for ancient names, correct?
Yes, actually, sort of.
If I'm not mistaken, the Night Kingdom was like a river flowing with concepts, and you were trying to capture the concept belonging to a particular ancient name.
Dora!
I'm thinking the same basic principles should apply here.
Okay, but back then, we had a bow and a net. This time, we don't have anything at all.
Night of Boreas. Night of Boreas.
This wolf spirit fragment is like a puddle compared to the Night Kingdom. No need for a boat. As for a net, this is...
Thoughts and emotions are like interwoven threads. They can create a net, or they can create a rope. They can separate love from hatred, and they can bind objects and events together. Thought is the anchor for a being's existence. through which emotions are drawn forth.
Also, we barely know anything about Roland. How are we supposed to use thoughts to anchor him?
Well, maybe you could try this.
What is it? It looks old and tattered.
It's an unsent letter, written by the wolf pup Rostam, Knight of Boreas, from 500 years ago. It was meant for his disciple, the White Knight Roland. After Rostam lost his life in the Abyssal Calamity, Roland left Mondstadt to wander to Vat. Grandmaster Arundel had wanted to deliver this letter to him. But trying to track Roland down was like chasing a shadow. He never did find him. And so this letter has been sitting at the Knights of Favonius headquarters ever since.
Huh. Quite the antique, then. But how exactly... Hey!
What can I do? But anyway, don't they say that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts? Can't hurt to give it a try, surely. Whoa.
You really are making this up as you...
So the assimilation of souls really can be reversed. Just like he said.
I got him.
If what you say is true, the monsters I've slain, the justice I have sought to uphold, for mortals to escape this tragic fate, a great and ancient kingdom was wrongfully cursed. The code of chivalry tolerates not such injustice. If Abyss be thy name, I pledge to you my loyalty.
And that is where the blood-stained knight's tale came to an
Γιατί
end.
είναι αυτή τη φωνή την έχω
With that,
ξανακούσει?
he bade his humanity farewell. I dare say you must find it quite ironic, Knight of Boreas.
That I... Dainsleif? No. We bore a striking resemblance, but that wasn't him. While we gazed into the past, he was gazing right back at us. Could it be? So that's what happened. Once he had learned of Conria's fate, he saw the god giving them his knowledge. I'm inclined to agree. If our enemy, but even without the Visionary's input, Roland still has an intel advantage we can't afford to underestimate. Every minion of the Wild Hunt serves as Roland's eyes and ears. We need to think one step ahead if we want to outmaneuver him. And on that note, I have a plan I want to discuss. Well, that about no plan is free. If I fail, if only there were. But I don't think our enemy will give us enough time to find one.
Hey! Are you guys done here yet?
Ah, Yehoda! Yes, we've successfully retrieved the Wolf Spirit fragment here. Any progress with Fragment 3?
Nope. It's a total disaster. More Wild Hunt monsters than I've seen in my whole life. We need backup urgently.
urgently. Come quick.
Come on, we're out of time. You'll just have to trust me on this one. What can I say? I'm not the Grand Master for nothing. I'm counting on you, honorary knight.
Note: the forces of Wild Hunt come struggling forth. I'd find an expansion at hand. Next part of the story is more conscious to best experience. It's recommended to spare more time for it. Άρα θα μας λοκάρει. Πόσες ώρες έχω ακόμα? Σε 7. Άλλες 2 ώρες, οκ. Κάτι είναι και αυτό. Πιστεύω μέσα σε 2 ώρες το έχω κάνει. Ωραία φίλε, για ένα τώρα.
You should take it. It may prove you. with και ένα πρίμο και ένα όνειρο. Ένα πρίμο και ένα όνειρο. Πάμε και όπου μείνουμε.
Fill me in. What's the situation? Good call.
Before, the two teams are holed up here, and...
But the wild...
We can't...
The logistics...
Hanefa...
Designated the logistics...
Amazing.
Hey!
I regret to... The logistics...
Both.
Πού πάμε πρώτα? Πάμε... Εδώ. Okay. Πάμε, είμαι έτοιμος.
Don't get dragged into the enemy's rhythm.
Yes, sir. Reporting in, sir. We've identified...
Good. Wait for my signal.
Πάμε! Ντούγκρ... Έλα ρε φίλε.
Logistics company, deploy.
Παμ. Πήγαμε! Μάχη!
Master! Honorary Knight! Goodness you're here.
Be careful. There's no end to these monsters. However many more keep coming.
Just as I thought. Well, they're about to get a shock to the system. We'll wipe them out faster than they can replenish their numbers. We just have to hold on until the logistics company is ready.
Whoa! Bomb!
Is that the signal to say they're ready? It's showtime! Fall back! Yes, sir!
Όλη μέρα θα μπορώ να παλεύω ρε. Αλήθεια, μ' αρέσει τόσο πολύ η μάχη. Ωραία, one shot τα έκανα. Όλη μέρα θα μπορούσα να πολεμώ, αλήθεια. Μ' αρέσει πάρα πολύ η μάχη. Αλλά από ό,τι φαίνεται πρέπει να προχωρήσω όσο και να θέλω να πολεμώ ακόμα. Γιατί άλλο θα το έχει. Α, αυτά έχει. Έκανα reveal το build του Βάρκα.
Ready, fire! The enemy has sustained heavy casualties. Use this.
Yes, sir. We've narrowed down the search area for the fight. We split.
Either way?
Absolutely.
We've run now that they've lost.
Looks like reinforcements. Hey, you keep them busy while we work on getting rid of this.
Understood. Everyone got that?
Yes, sir.
Ωραία, μάχη, πάμε. Νιώθω πανέτοιμος. Μπορεί να μην μ' αρέσει ο Βάρκα, αλλά η μάχη μ' αρέσει όμως.
Okay, they're running out of steam. Now's your chance.
Affirmative. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Πού μας βοηθάει ρε φίλε αυτό?
That's their source.
Τι έκανα μόλις τώρα?
If we destroy that, the wild hunt won't be able to summon any more reinforcements.
Αυτό ήταν.
Ooh, I'm glad. Brave knights. There's no need to. Very well. We've narrowed down the search area for the final fragment to this zone here.
Now it feels like we're...
I'll say, it would be our... Much obliged.
Ας δούμε τι λέει αυτός. Πήγαμε! Θέλω κι άλλη μάχη. Μόνο μάχη δώσω, τίποτα άλλο.
The hiding in the mist trick again. You all know the drill. Yes, sir.
Πάμε.
Lightkeepers, prepare to dispel the mist. Knights of Pavonius, charge! On me. Time to counterattack. Sweeping in. Up the ante. Thunder.
Πάμε!
This wild hunt doesn't know what traveler. Mr. Varka?
Just like last time. Don't underestimate us, Grandmaster.
Πάμε!
That's the spirit. Stay on your... Either we all march back to Mount...
Ή θα νικήσουμε ή θα πεθάνουμε. Έχω πει στο κλίμα.
The final fragment is right there. Don't let me down.
It seems you have collected them all.
Night of Warriors.
Yeah, and with no corrupted fragments or ambushes along the way. I have to commend your chivalry, Sir Roland.
A true knight does not resort to If you...
Save your breath. If you want to fight.
Let's fight.
Let's fight.
As you wish, τέλεια. Το θέλω.
Is everyone all right?
Like...
Hey, stay put, you guys. Leave the rest to us.
Forget us. You're the only one. We can't lose our Varka.
Δεν πιστεύω με τον εαυτό μου. Βάλε με να παλέψω.
This your blood. Andreas, the fault.
Δεν με λένε χείρο που να Ατλαντ τσάμπα. Έλα, το πρόλαβα.
It's over. Your sword lies shattered. The wolf spirit and the thoughts you blindly placed your faith in have nowhere left to dwell.
Έλα ρε, δεν το ξέρα.
For the
Έφαγε το
next part, it's
βαρκά.
over to you. Outlander who caught the wind.
Έφαγε το βάρκα. Τι λέει ρε. Έλα. Νιώθω άσχημα. Τι έγινε. Τέλεια. Άφησα να φάει το βάρκα.
The sword is unbroken, but I can't sense the wolf spirit. Looks like I'm no longer in reality. There's no way back, and all that lies ahead. Huh.
Πάμε. Κανονικά δεν θα έπρεπε να μου αφήνει να κάνω έψον και ούτε αφού έχει σπάσει το
A sword. Who left this here?
Lonely warrior. Take
Takes
me
to see him.
to see him.
Α, μου δώσε hexorized buff.
On me.
No matter the
Iron
epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. I have aided the oppressed and righted many wrongs. I have slain sinners and delinquents. I have slaughtered tyrants and demons. But however mighty one's blade, before the great injustice of fate, a mere mortal can but bow their head. There is only one way to save them.
Who are you really trying to convince?
Πάμε! Δεν ξέρω, προσωπικά το gameplay του δεν ξετρελεύει. Wait, έχω να πάρω τον πόνο.
bear a shadow?
The title of Boreas must find an heir.
Oh. Ναι, ξέχασα. Ότι κλάνει.
The scent that reeks of blood appears to be getting stronger.
Από τώρα πάω πιο γρήγορα, ρε.
Looks like I can just jump right over these obstacles.
Κάτι θα γίνει μου δώσει rewards. Εγώ έχω μια πορεία. Αν πατήσω πατημένο και κλικ, κάνει το flange attack.
On me.
What? Bam!
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. Even the most fearless hero cannot fight what fate has ordained. And even the holiest god cannot escape the shackles that bind them. Lupus Boreas, if you still harbor love for humanity, then you must surely know. There has only ever been one way to save them from injustice. Surrender to the abyss.
Malicious lies!
Δεν παραδίδομαι. Ελάτε να τα πάρετε.
My old friend.
This is not where your path ends. You must
Τρία sword έχουμε φίλε πάνω μας. Τρία sword. Και όλα αυτά δεν ξέρω τι κάνουν. Να ρε φίλε, είμαι πίσω από εδώ. Πίσα.
I can't hide from it. You must deliver it.
Τέλεια. Όμως με την ασπίδα. Θα σπάσει όμως.
Your path cannot end here.
Ό,τι πεις ρε Wood. Α, γι' αυτό τα έχουμε τα τρία swords.
Even if you had an army of 10,000 men, in the end, you must face this fight alone.
Μα μόνος μου θα το δω.
Lonely warrior.
Step forward. Μαλάκα, αυτό θέλω να το βγάλω φώτο.
On me.
Πού είναι το gadget, πες μου ότι μπορώ να το φορέσω. Δεν πειράζει, θα το βγάλω από το stream.
The heart of the wolf?
Τι θα παίξουμε με easy. Μια ευθεία είναι. Δεν είναι τίποτα. Μια ευθεία είναι.
After countless bloody battles, trials, tribulations, and hardships, I, with my mortal flesh and blade, attained power to rival that of the gods. But you know better than I that a mortal's prime is fleeting. In 5 years, maybe 10, age will snatch your strength. The power you take such pride in will fade to naught, disappearing like dust in the wind. Your fame will be as fleeting as firewood beneath the starry sky, lit at dusk, dead by dawn, utterly insignificant.
Oh yeah? Be that as it may, the fires that burn down here blaze more brilliantly than the light of 1,000 stars.
They blaze for but a moment. 100 years from now, your earthly flame will be long snuffed out. And those you once illuminated will be left cowering in the cold and empty night.
Ha! No. They'll remember me in 100 years, just as I remember all of you from centuries ago. That's the thing about firewood. From the embers of a dying flame, a new fire arises, burning bigger and brighter than ever before.
Knight's duty is to save others, not demand things from them. How can one call themselves a knight while placing their hopes in generations to come?
Well, as long as I put an end to you here and now, I won't need to rely on anyone else. Now, show yourself, Roland!
Put an end to me? Your body and mind are already at the limit of what they can bear. It is only a matter of time before they yield and crumble. But if this is your final request,